The Sonic franchise has many different characters, and a lot of people are familiar with the main cast of characters. But what if I told you that there are some characters in the Sonic franchise that has been forgotten and never seen again? So today we're going to be looking at 10 forgotten Sonic characters that you probably don't remember. The first character we're going to be talking about is Eggman Nega. Eggman Nega is a descendant of Eggman, and they kind of look alike. It's a different color scheme, different outfit, but they look exactly alike. He will make an appearance in the Sonic Rush franchise and Mario and Sonic at the Olympics Winners Game, Sonic Rivals 2, Mario and Sonic at the Olympics Winners Game, the 2019 version and the 2009 version. So that's how many games Eggman Nega would appear, but I think he mostly exists in the Sonic Rush franchise, and after these games he doesn't make another reappearance, so you don't ever see Eggman Nega again after that. So he really has a short appearance within the Sonic franchise. I don't think a lot of people would remember Eggman Nega unless you played Sonic Rush. I have played the first Sonic Rush, but I don't remember seeing him on Sonic Rush. It's been a long time since I played the game, but I know he was in Sonic Rush Adventure with Marine. But a lot of people don't talk about Eggman Nega. They don't, or either like a lot of people don't know about his existence unless you played the Sonic Rush games. Outside of the Sonic Rush games, nobody talks about this character that much because it's just like one of those characters were just made for a specific Sonic game, and then they're just abandoned just to be added inside of other Sonic games as a side piece. You know, they add characters like this to different games to have something to unlock, like collectibles or something. So Eggman Nega is just one of those characters just made for a specific game, never to be used again unless he's used for unlockable content. But it is very cool to see more relatives of Eggman. Now I've noticed that most of them do look alike, because Shahra Robotic does look like Eggman. Eggman Nega looks just like Eggman. There's a lot of these characters that look alike when they're related. Shade. Shade is a Sonic character that appeared a lot in the Sonic Archie comics if you read them, and she appeared inside of a Sonic game too. She appeared in Sonic Chronicles. I know there was some type of controversy revolving around this character. So it was a controversy revolving around Shade, and she hasn't made another appearance. I remember reading up on it, but I don't really have that much information on it. It has something to do with the Archie Sonic comics. I remember seeing her in the comics, but she is one of those characters that a lot of people aren't familiar with unless you are familiar with the Archie Sonic comics and if you play Sonic Chronicles. And I guess she is kind of like a forgotten character too, because she's not used that much. Where she's another Echidna like Knuckles and Tikal. She has a very unique design though. I like Shade's design, I always did. And I always found it fascinating whenever I found out about Sonic characters. Like many years ago, I used to just find out about random Sonic characters. It was always fascinating. Shahra. Shahra is a character from the Sonic OVA. She was the mayor's daughter, I believe. She's the president's daughter in the Sonic OVA. Then Eggman had kidnapped. I seen the Sonic OVA many years ago, and it wasn't that bad. I actually kind of liked it. But now, as I got older, I know that the voices sounded kind of weird and stuff, but it probably was a rush production or something. I don't know. A lot of 90s and 80s anime dubbing sounds kind of weird, and the quality is just, you know, it's not the best. I mean, they tried with some of this stuff, it's just not that good. The OVA had a dub cast, but anyways, Sarah is a one-time only character that appeared in the Sonic OVA movie, and her design really stands out when it comes to Sonic stuff. I mean, I guess they try to make her fit in the universe by making her like some type of animal creature or something, like mixed with you know, some type of animal creature mixed with human, so she won't be so stand out by not being that fully, you know, fully human. She makes an appearance in Archie Sonic comics also too, but the thing about Sonic Archie comics is they do like to use a bunch of characters from the Sonic franchise and add them in certain comics. I guess just because knowing Archie Sonic comics, they just like to combine a bunch of characters within different types of universes and settings inside of the Sonic universe. So that's kind of unique that she reappeared in the Sonic Archie comics, but they do that all the time though, so I'm just used to it, you know. Chaos is another forgotten Sonic character. I have not played the Sonic game that Chaos appeared in, but I remember seeing this character around since I was a kid on the internet and on YouTube. He is an enemy inside of the Sonic franchise. So his first major appearance was in Sonic Adventure. So he was in most of the Sonic Adventure games. Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Adventure DX, Sonic Battle, Sonic Heroes. Oh, he was mentioned in Sonic Heroes. So Sonic Rivals, Sonic Rivals 2, Sonic Chronicles, The Dark, Mario and Sonic at the Olympics winners game. Oh, that's cameo. Sonic Adventure 2010, Sonic Generations, Sonic Runners, okay, Sonic Forces Speed Battle, Sega Streaming Theater Sonic, oh, he's mentioned there, Sonic X Shadow Generation. So yeah, it's nice that he has came back inside of the franchise after so many years. I guess some people do remember this character if you start off playing Sonic Adventure and stuff. For the most part, the only reason why I know about this character is the fact that I seen him online and on YouTube. I never played Sonic Adventure, never played none of those early Sonic games. I played Sonic Heroes, but I've not played most of those early Sonic 3D games. So please forgive me. Chaos isn't talked about that much. It's talked about, like, he's talked about by older Sonic fans, mainly the ones who grew up playing like the 3D modern Sonic, because I did, but then again I didn't. And some of the newer generations don't know that much about Chaos. They probably haven't played the early modern Sonic, and which is fine. A lot of people haven't played the Sonic games, you know, like me, including myself. But some people are familiar with him. Like if you're like a OG Sonic fan, you're probably familiar with him. What most of the people out there, I say like probably like 2010 and afterwards. It's hard to explain. Everybody that's out there, the late 2000s, like in the middle of that, y'all probably don't know that much about Chaos. You probably don't know about Eggman Nega, because that was like the DS era. If you had a DS, you're probably familiar with that character, or y'all, most of the time, like a lot of people probably skipped or didn't get a chance to play the DS games. In the Sonic era, I played a few Sonic DS games, but I didn't play all of them, so a lot of people aren't familiar with these characters. Some are, but some ain't. If you like a Sonic fanatic and you an OG Sonic fan, or you're like the person who reads up on this stuff, you probably familiar with these characters on this list. But when it comes to Chaos, it's probably mostly classic and older Sonic fans that remember Chaos, because a lot of them probably had the chance to play these modern Sonic games when it was coming out. Some of these new generations probably have not even got a chance to play these games, so that's probably why you're not familiar with these games, especially Chaos. Alright, so this is my favorite one. The genie from Sonic and the Secret Rings. I think her name is Shahra. Her only appearance is in Sonic and the Secret Ring. A lot of people say that Sonic and the Secret Rings was bad. This whole era of Sonic, they claim that the Sonic games on the Wii weren't that good. They like to say that, I think a lot of them say that the Sonic voice acting in these games are bad too, because they used the 4Kids voice actors. If you're familiar with the Sonic X dub, I am too. I grew up on it, so a lot of people don't like them, they voice acting, but I liked it them. I didn't have a problem with it. But anyways, Sonic and the Secret Rings is my favorite Wii Sonic game to go back and play. This one and Sonic and the Black Knight. Alright, so Shahra is a genie that appears and asks Sonic for help in Sonic and the Secret Rings, and she is his like companion through the entire game, and it's actually a fun game. It's not so hard at all. It's not hard at all, and Shahra does not make another appearance out the Sonic and the Secret Rings. She probably make another like appearance if she's like something to unlock, but she doesn't make a major appearance inside of a Sonic game ever again. Because Shahra's only purpose is to be inside Sonic and the Secret Rings, so there's no point of bringing her back unless they make a mini game where you can just play all these different Sonic characters. Like if they make a game where you can just play a mini game, I mean if they make a Sonic mini game, they should add like characters you haven't seen in years so you can play them, because it won't even be canon. That would be interesting. It says that Shahra was inside of a game called Sonic Runners. I don't play any of these other Sonic modern. I don't play Sonic modern games that much, but it's interesting to see that Shahra is, you know, being introduced to a new generation of Sonic fans, so that's interesting. If you haven't played Sonic and the Secret Rings, you should pick you up a copy and play it on a Wii if you own one. It's a good game. It's a very good game. It's challenging, but it's a good game. So Shahra is one of those characters that a lot of people are not familiar with due to the fact that the Wii era was a good gaming era, and a lot of people did play the Wii, but I don't think a lot of people like the Wii Sonic games that much. The only ones they only talk about is the Sonic Unleashed. You don't see a lot of people praising Sonic and the Secret Rings or Sonic and the Black Knight. The only one they praise that much involving the Sonic era on the Wii is Sonic Unleashed. Sonic and the Secret Rings and Black Knight was equally good too. Even though a lot of people don't like them, I enjoyed them. Emerl, I think that's his name. Hold on. Emerl is a character that appeared in Sonic X, and the only reason why I know about this character is because of Sonic X. Nah, it just looks like that he only appeared in Sonic X, and I don't think a lot of people would remember this character either. Oh, and he appeared in a Sonic X Archie comic series. Well, I guess like this character is kind of like a robot or something. Yeah, I knew he had like some type of friendship with Cream. I seen Cream on there with this character. I think she got attached. They did become friends, and she didn't want him to get destroyed or something. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, Cream and Emerl did end up becoming friends, but these are Sonic X limited characters. They just only appear inside of the anime and then they never reappear. And I'm guessing that that's the purpose of these characters. Now, a lot of these people won't be familiar with this character either unless you watch Sonic X and you get as far as you can inside of the series, as I did many years ago. But this is like a one-off character. They make characters just specifically for one purpose, and then they just get rid of them and never do anything with them. So a lot of these new generations won't be familiar with this character either, due to the fact that Sonic X is I guess a lot of people have not seen the full series of Sonic X. It's available on Hulu. I think it is. I'm not sure. It's available on YouTube though. You can watch the full series on YouTube. I know that for a fact. But yeah, this is another one of those characters that a lot of Sonic Legends won't be familiar with. And I bet a lot of older Sonic fans won't be familiar with him either, because he's not a very popular character within the Sonic franchise. But you know, I mean, it's not hard to just go back and look at Sonic X and find out about these characters. If you haven't seen the Sonic X anime, you should go and watch it. It's very fun. It's a very fun anime series, and it's not as bad as people think. The English dub was good. It was not bad. I don't know why people keep saying they don't like the English dub, because I actually like the Amy's voice better when Lisa Ortiz played her for some reason. And I actually like the portrayal of Rouge too in this series. And I think Jason Griffin is a great voice actor for Sonic and Shadow. I think he did a very good job. He don't get a lot of props when it comes to playing Sonic, but I think he did a very good job. He did great going back and forth with him playing Shadow and Sonic. So Jason Griffin, the whole cast of Sonic X were very good. I had some thoughts on other side characters' voices, but the main cast wasn't that bad. I don't know why people keep saying it was bad, because they think everything that's associated with 4Kids is just automatically bad, but that's not the case, you know. Jet the Hawk is a Sonic character that appeared in Sonic Riders. Not a lot of new gens are familiar with Sonic Riders. It was a Sonic game that came out many years ago. I think it came out on Wii. I never played the game. Never ever played the game, but I was familiar with the characters, and I loved the art that Sonic Riders had. So it was Sonic Riders, Sonic Free Riders, Mario and Sonic at the Olympics won this game, and I don't know if Jet reappeared in other modern Sonic games. I don't know. Oh, he's in Sonic Dash Plus, Sonic Speed Simulator, Sonic Prime Dash, Sonic X Shadow Generations, and Sonic Rumble. So he did reappear. Probably was like something to unlock or something like that. But I don't think a lot of people are familiar with Jet the Hawk, because he's like a limited character too. He only exists within one Sonic franchise, and his only purpose is to appear within that universe. And then they never reuse them unless it's like something to be unlocked or something like that, or like a non-canon appearance or something. I don't know. They just be in different games to be playable, I guess. But yeah, I guess a lot of older generations are familiar with him because this is the Wii era. So a bunch of people did play Sonic Wii games, but a lot of new gens are not familiar with like older Sonic modern era games, which is not a bad thing, y'all. Jet is a well-known character in the Sonic franchise, but it's like some people know about him though, like older fans, not the newer gen. When it comes to Sonic Riders and stuff, and I guess a lot of people are not familiar with Sonic Riders either. I don't know how popular the game was when it came out. But it did look fun. I recently seen the game and I was going to get it, so I don't know, might play it one of these days. But if you haven't played Sonic Rider, you should, and you should check out the side characters on Sonic Riders because they got really interesting looking characters on the main cast of Sonic Riders. Marine is a character that exists in the Sonic Rush universe. And a lot of new generation people don't know anything about Marine. I didn't know nothing about Marine until I was browsing the internet online many years ago. So it says her first appearance is Sonic Rush Adventure. And okay, she was in Mario and Sonic at the London 2012 Olympics game. Mario and Sonic at the Olympics winners game. The Sonic Speed Simulator. Now, Marine is kind of like those characters. She is just made for one purpose, to fit in one Sonic like franchise and never to be used again. They usually bring these characters back just so they can be playable, and that's about it. They don't expand on nothing else. Marine is one of those one-off characters that a lot of people don't know about due to the fact that they don't have that much appearances inside of the Sonic franchise at all. And in order to find out about this character is if you go look for it, or if you are familiar with the Sonic Rush games. There were two, but I don't think she was inside part 1. She's inside Sonic Rush Adventure. But if you haven't played those DS games, those DX Sonic games, and you're a new gen, you're probably not gonna be familiar with Marine. I wasn't familiar with Marine either, despite me playing Sonic Rush. That's what I played. Back then I owned Sonic Rush and I did play that game, but the only reason why I found out about Marine is I was looking at Sonic Rush stuff online. That's the only reason why. But like I said, she's just one of those Sonic characters that's just forgotten to time, and the only way you can find out about it unless you go looking for it, unless you go look at the Sonic Rush lore and everything else tied to that universe within the Sonic community. I mean, within the Sonic franchise. Rotor, I think that's how you pronounce the name. Rotor, one of the freedom fighters in the Sonic franchise, in the Sonic Archie comics, the freedom fighters. Rotor the Walrus. Yeah, a lot of people are familiar with this character due to the fact that if you read the Sonic Archie comics, I'm familiar with this character too because I've read the Sonic Archie comics, one of Sonic's friends, but a lot of people are not familiar with this character. And if you haven't read the comics and you're like a newer generation, you're probably not gonna know anything about this character, or you know that this character exists. And since the Archie Sonic comics don't have these characters anymore, I mean, aren't using these characters anymore, then it's really gonna be hard finding out about who these characters are unless you go looking at some Archie Sonic stuff. So he's only exclusively tied to the Sonic Archie universe. which is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, but I wish they would expand on, like, try to get people to add these characters into more existing media within the Sonic franchise. But a lot of new Sonic fans are not going to be familiar with the Freedom Fighters unless they like this Sonic Archie comics, unless y'all read the Sonic Archie comics. That's the only way. But a lot of, you know, older Sonic fans are familiar with this guy. And it's not bad that it's not bad that you don't know about these Sonic characters. You can always find out about them if you go looking for, like, if you go looking for this stuff, some fascinating stuff, and you want to see more unique, cool characters, you can always just do some research. Okay, so Merlina, yeah. Merlina is a character that exists inside of Sonic and the Black Knight. So a lot of y'all won't be familiar with Merlina. She's only inside of Sonic and the Black Knight. That's what she was made for. And I think she's an enemy. At first she's disguised as like a nice person. And then I think you gotta face off with her as the boss. If you haven't played the game, I'm sorry for spoiling it, but I think she is like a boss, battle of the final boss inside of the game. Ooh. Let's see. I don't think a lot of people is familiar with her. The only way you can be familiar with her if you played Sonic and the Black Knight, played all the Sonic Wii games. And I have played the Black Knight. I just like that game too, but I think it's very difficult to swing the sword on Sonic and the Black Knight. And the running around, gosh, she got the same thing going on with Sonic Rush. There's a lot of the same mechanics. So it says she appeared in Sonic Runners and it's Sonic and the Black Knight. So if you haven't played Sonic and the Black Knight, you should play it. It's a very fun game, and well, it's an interesting game, and it has a fun playthrough. Fun, you know. It's similar to Sonic and the Secret Rings for the most part, but it's just like you're in a night setting, and it's not a bad game. Merlina is a very underrated character. If you haven't played none of the Wii Sonic games, you won't be familiar with her. Plus, she's a one-off character in the Sonic franchise, so not a lot of people will be familiar with Merlina unless you play those games, and especially the new generation, because those are older games from the older generation of Sonic. But you can always go back and just, you know, look it up or something if you're that interested and you want to learn more about Sonic lore. Anyways, those are the 10 forgotten Sonic characters that I had picked for this video. And if you like the list, you can comment down below. And if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time in the next video.